Hi, I'm Terry Dowdle, your Member of Parliament for Simcoe Grey. I am pleased to help celebrate the second annual Wee Willi Winkels Day, an excellent event hosted in the town of Blue Mountains. I'm actually old enough to remember some of the original skateboard innovations, such as the wedge tail and maple laminates, which were pioneered by Willi Winkels at his Brampton skateboard factory. It was pretty neat to know that many of the hottest new trends in skateboarding back in the 1970s were being made just down the road, so to speak. Willi's knowledge of skateboarding eventually made it to the slopes, where he became a pioneer in the sport, in which would become known as snowboarding. His innovations in snowboarding, like the buckles for your feet, are still in use today. It was snowboarding where his love for our region took hold. Blue Mountains was where he tested many of his snowboard innovations and where he honed his craft. He and his wife eventually purchased a home in Collingwood, spending part of the year there. Wee Willi Winkels is a Canadian legend, a pioneer in two sports, and part of our heritage here in Simcoe Grey. I am proud to help celebrate his life and achievements with all of you. Congratulations to all the organizers for putting together this wonderful event. Happy Wee Willi Winkels Day.
Hey everybody, my name is Jay Mandarino, president of CJ Graphics and the CJ Group of Companies. Welcome to Wee Willi Winkels Day. And anytime you're seeing this, we're celebrating Wee Willi. So CJ Graphics, printing company, most awarded printing company in the world. What does that have to do with skateboarding? Well, from Willi, part of me learned the philanthropic side about giving back. So if you take this card off, you'll see that that's CJ's Skate Park. CJ Skate Park is the world's largest indoor not-for-profit skate park, working with all kids in the community, using especially kids with special needs, and giving back to the youth. As well, I wrote a book on skateboarding. Tony Hawk wrote the foreword, teaches you how to skateboard. And as well on the skateboarding side, I took over SBC, so SBC Skateboard Magazine, #1 skateboard magazine in Canada, SBC Snowboard, Skier, Canada Snowboard, and several other periodicals, all giving back. So Willi was inspirational. Willi was amazing. I'm a little younger than Willi, turning, anyway, we won't get into age. But I'll remember there's so many funny stories about Willi, but I remember once we were up at Blue Mountain in his hood, and he had this sort of like wind sailing device he came up with. And I remember back then, in mid-70s, like no one did stuff like this. Anyway, so you'd get your skis, you'd put this contraption on, of course Willi would talk you into putting it on, and you'd go over a mogul and you'd start going out in the wind. As long as the wind was there, you went out, and it was pretty cool. And you never knew how high you were going to go, how low you were going to go. And he would do some crazy things because he was just, tried everything. You could never tell Willi, no, you can't do that. So that was a fun time. And then I remember another time, Jake Burton from Burton Snowboards, was a friend of Willi's. He saw these things in the States and sent them to Willi, and they would strap to your bottom of your skateboard. And they were like little snow plows that would sit on the wheel so you could go down a ski hill with your snowboard. And then Willi made these sky hooks that sort of sat on top of them, and you'd put your feet inside of the sky hooks and you'd go over a mogul and you can jump or do a 360. It was kind of okay. It was a lot of work, and he came up with something better. But he was always inventing stuff, and it was always great just skateboarding with him, and he just would take things to the nth degree. I mean, you just could never tell Willi no. He would just keep doing it. I mean, he was made his own skateboards. He was a brilliant designer, builder, carpenter, inventor. I mean, just everything. Little competitive, but that's okay. Willi was the first person in the world, I believe, to jump over a Corvette, and then I was the first person in the world, because I had to top it, to jump over a Ferrari. And of course, we made a skateboard with me jumping over the Ferrari. And if Willi was here today, he would probably have a tech deck like I do of him jumping over the Corvette. And of course, he made his jump much more harder and more challenging. But that was Willi. He was just always pushing it. Just a great guy. You know, he was a staple to the community, not just here in Canada, but North America, and believe it or not, all over the world. I mean, people still have mementos and things about Willi, and he just gave so much back. I mean, as we were younger, we didn't get to meet other people's families, and his family is an amazing family. I wish I'd got to know them better. And all his friends, because we're in different circles, and you know, if you didn't get a chance to skate with Willi or ski with Willi, you missed out, because he brought a lot to the table, and he made it fun. And I think part of that philanthropic sort of inspires my philanthropic side of giving back, and I wouldn't be who I was today. So, you know, everyone affects us in different ways, and Willi's one of those ones who we'll never forget. And he was an amazing guy, watching him with the kids and skateboarding parks. And we didn't have much back then, so Willi would make things out of nothing. And now we have so many skate parks. It's pretty cool. So, you know, hearts out to everybody there. Big hug to everybody. And Willi, don't forget Willi. He did so much for snowboarding and skiing and skateboarding, anything. It was incredible. So thanks to all the organizers and everybody who put this together. I hope you enjoy, and next time you're out there doing something, or next time you think you can't do something, say, what would Willi do? Because Willi would figure a way to do it. So here's to Willi. Willi, I hope I see you soon. Well, not too soon. And maybe we'll skateboard over one of those clouds or whatever and join you up there. But I'm sure you're looking down on us and giving us a big smile as you would. And yeah, I have a beard now too, so there you go. So Willi, great knowing you, great memories, and you'll always be part of us and part of the skateboard world, so, and snowboard and ski. So take care, everybody. Peace, prayers.